Capricorn. How are you, my devilish friends? Oh, jeez. I can't believe I got a big desk, so I wouldn't drop cards everywhere. And I'm still dropping cards. Well, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So, Capricorn, this karmic cycle, what's it all about? What are you in? What is this karmic cycle you're in? What's the gist of it, man? There's an awful lot that wants to be said. So, this is not it yet. For fifth chakra, the stuff you need to talk about. Journey was the other card that hit the floor. So you could be going through a lot. Well, we're always going through a lot of different cycles. One in particular. So we want to get information about one cycle in particular for Capricorn. Now, you could just be entering this cycle. You could be in the middle of it. You could be towards the end of it. We're going to find out what this cycle is about for you. The Puppy Oracle deck is going to tell you what your strength and weakness is in this cycle. And I will use the tarot to get into the juicy bits of it. And then at the end, we will find out with the return of Spirit deck what kind of what the reward is. What is the gain? What did you earn, you know, in this cycle? So Cap, let's get into it. Capricorn, what is this cycle? What is this karmic cycle for Capricorn? What is this karmic cycle for Capricorn? Nice. The yin and the yang. Balancing energies. 22. This is a very, very spiritually driven cycle. This is a karmic cycle where energies are definitely coming in and out a lot, replacing each other, like coming and going. Feeling up one day, feeling down another. Feeling lovable one day, feeling unlovable the next. Like really interesting. But it's very spiritually driven. Very spiritually driven. I want to say almost as if your own spirit guides are guiding this cycle through for you. There's a reason. There's a deeper reason here in this cycle, this energy exchange. The yin and the yang. Ooh. There might be some sort of divine counterpart associated with this cycle, with the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine. And with 22. 2 and 2 is 4. Could give us the 4 of Wands because there's a lot of fire in this. A union. I'm getting like a union energy here. Or water meets fire, air meets... Actually, there's no earth. This is not a very grounded energy. I'm not getting any earth energy out of this at all. It's fire, water, and air energy is really governing this cycle for you. You will likely feel very ungrounded at many different points in this cycle, maybe the whole cycle. Like feeling as if things are moving beyond your control, catching up with yourself almost in this cycle, catching up with yourself. I'm being compelled to pull another card. Interesting, because so many cards were trying to come out during the shuffle. This is the only one, this is the last one this week for this karmic cycle, and that's the only time I've been, you know, there's a couple signs that had 2 cards come out, but no, I haven't received a message to pull another card, you know, once I finish shuffling. Okay, I'm getting ready for another card. Spirit, what is it? There it, whoa, 2. Come on. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look at that. Anxiety and the Angel of Balance have come out here. Talk about yin and yang, definitely. And look at that. Look at all the red in here and in all the blues and yellows. Ah, Yes, now I understand. Yes, wise grasshopper. Now I get it. All right. Look at all the yellows and the blues in here and all the yellows and the blues in here. I do recall saying at the very beginning, it felt like this was very spiritually driven. Almost as if your spirit guides are driving this. There's our indication. There is our indication. It is. They are. And it's to fix some sort of anxiety issues that you have. There's something that triggers you that can make you anxious, that gives you anxiety. That's the trigger here. And it's time to address that and push it out. I like that. This is an interesting reading. This is very interesting. And I like too, with the 8 and the 1, we have a 9. And in the tarot, for me, the 9 is all about like coming to a completion, finally seeing the truth in something, getting ready to drop a burden, getting ready to move past those lessons, situations, relationships, to move into the next. Okay, so what is Capricorn's strength? What is Capricorn's strength in this cycle? Interesting. This is the second time that's kind of happened. Okay, so you got 2 cards. The first one is guilt. And then the second one is responsibility. And this is the second time that this card has come out. And there was another card that came with it. And this, it's not the same card. There's another card where there's 3 of these little guys in a row. But this is like the same breed. It almost looks like. It just feels like the same breed is connected. The guilt and the responsibility. This is what gives you anxiety, but it is your strength. You're looking, oh, you're turning your weakness into a strength here in this cycle. The yin and the yang, transferring the energy. It's not even just transferring the energy, it's transferring how you use the energy. It's transferring how you feel in a situation. Wow, this is very dynamic. It's almost as if once you've completed this cycle, you can walk into it exactly the same situation. Exactly. Same people, same room, same whatever it is, or whatever it was for you that gave you anxiety at some point. You can move back into that situation after you've done these lessons, after you've done this cycle. And all the triggers will be there. You may even recognize like some of the feeling, but it's almost as if you change it. You completely understand the mutability of energy. Like you completely... you own it. Like you really own it, and you transfer, you change it. Where once somehow, and guilt and responsibility are connected here. Feeling very responsible for those around you, those who work under you or with you. Guilt is your guilt becomes your strength. Guilt is your strength now. It's as if you are working towards this. Where in the past, the guilt may have given you anxiety, the guilt becomes the driving force. The guilt becomes the driving force. It is. It's like you're taking that same feeling, but you're using it differently. It's pretty neat. Yeah, you have, wow. Ooh, interesting. Okay, I see why this is driven. So, you know, I'm getting like, yeah, somehow with those that you work with, but then on a deeper level, it kind of came in. This isn't a karmic lesson just for you. This is a karmic lesson for soulmate energy that's around you that is not in the three-dimensional. Like, you know, your spirit guides, those that you work with, those that guide you. They got your back. They're helping you through lessons, because these are the ones driving this. From the beginning, I really felt like that this is being driven for you by your own guides. But this is a lesson for them. You are not just clearing something karmically for yourself. You are, by accomplishing this, you are actually clearing karma for them as well, almost as a soul family group. Being able to transfer these feelings. What once was your weakness becomes your strength. It's a fascinating message, Capricorn. And you're the one to do it. It's kind of interesting. Like, and you're the one to do it in this lifetime. You're the one, this choice, this time for you now. None of these guides. You were the one to do it. You're the one that can do it. They're all there as a support network for you, but they are driving this. They are driving this. Yeah. Yeah, I've never been so compelled to look at the numbers as I am in this reading. And then we get 4 and 8 is 12, and 2 and 1 is 3, and 3s are all about expansion and growth. This is really about, yeah. Okay, what is the weakness? Kind of seems funny because your strength is your weakness is your strength. What is the weakness? What is Capricorn's weakness in this karmic cycle? What is Capricorn's weakness in this karmic cycle? What is Capricorn's weakness? Contentment. Don't be content. Don't. Because that's not what you're supposed to work on. It's funny. It's like, this is a horrible energy, this guilt, right? Oh my goodness, the light is so strong. This guilt is your strength. Contentment is your weakness. To be content is your weakness. And I think because you are in a cycle that has a lot of guidance and support around you, that this is the time to do this. This is the time to push through what gives you anxiety. And it's what this is about, is pushing through what gives you anxiety. Some sort of, something about, you know, guilt in terms of your responsibilities. I'm going to go into the tarot. Sorry for the little fluffy white bum. She found the sunbeam, and, you know, when you find a sunbeam and you got no responsibilities, you're just going to lay in it. I know I would. I'd be laying in there. All right, let's get more information about this karmic cycle for Capricorn. It's very interesting. This yin and yang energy. I want to go right to that card. Yin and yang energy. One card fell out here. Ooh, 6 of Cups. It is. This is all about soul. Ooh, the sun. There we go. Gotta get the right angle. This is all about real soulmate connections here. You may be working through this anxiety too. May be triggered by a soulmate connection here in the 3-dimensional. You're all involved in this. And this person may not be like part of your family, but they are part of your soulmate family, your soulmate group. And they are part of the trigger in this anxiety. This is a very big soulmate karmic cycle that you're in. Because not only does it involve those that are not 3-dimensional, your spirit guides, your ancestral guides, but it does involve at least one soulmate here in the 3D with you that is the catalyst, that is the trigger. to this with this yin and yang energy. 6 are all about restoring that harmony. Restoring that harmony. You know, I'm curious, why you? I'm curious though, right? Like, it's a big, whenever I get a message about, you know, and it's happened a couple times, that you're clearing some sort of a karmic cycle lesson, but it doesn't just affect you, it affects your soulmate group in total. It's pretty cool, the 2 cards that came out. So the reason it's you in this lifetime is the 3 of Swords and the 6 of Pentacles. Oh, we're really getting, the sun is coming in quick here. I can't, sorry. This is later than I usually do it. I had to go to Walmart and get some stuff. So I'm a little late. So basically, you are the one that is able to push through the heartbreak. Any energies associated with the heart chakra that are blocked, and you're the one that can bring balance, and not just to yourself, but to others. But to others in this. You're the one. That's it. And you have probably taken on the greater burden with heartbreak here. Yeah, you can find grounding in this. Remember I said that yin and yang didn't feel like it had really much of that earth energy. It was all like fire, water, air energy. Oh my word, I do apologize. I know I can't do this, or I have to close the curtains. Lily, get up and close the curtains. I'm just not gonna do it. But this is the grounding. This is, you are the one that will ground it. You will ground this energy. You will ground this anxiety. And it won't be dealt with anymore. I'm sure we all have different things that trigger us and make us anxious in a lifetime, or in many lifetimes. And this is a point in where whatever this is that is giving you anxiety is going to be cleared. You won't deal with it again. What is this? This has come out now. Ooh, the Empress. Wow, abundant, really moving you into very strong, abundant, nurturing, loving energy. Ooh, grounded, grounded, grounded. Ooh, very grounded energy. This is manifestation very much in the 3-dimensional here. This is almost like a final block. This karmic cycle is like removing a final block that may be preventing you from truly manifesting like some of the greatest things that you could manifest here in this lifetime. This is the final block. For some reason the, well, yeah. 7 is, was told to just look at all of the stars in her crown. There are 7 stars in her crown. I think that's actually typical of the Empress in the tarot. But I've never been called to like look at that. And 7 being about magic and creativity too. Really opening that up for yourself. In this lifetime and in next, like in future lifetimes, and for your soul group. Let's see. Ooh, I want to know more about, there's someone you're dealing with in this, with this karmic. This is, they are the trigger for this anxiety. Who is this person to Capricorn? On the deepest of levels. Who is this person to Capricorn on the deepest of levels? Who is this trigger? Who is this person to Capricorn on the deepest of levels? That is a lot of cards to explain a person. Well, 5 cards. Oh boy, this person does, don't they? They trigger you something terrible. We have the Temperance card. Oh, word. Okay, there we go. We have the Temperance card. We have the 5 of Wands. I cannot, it takes me, okay, 5 of Wands. Six of Swords, Two of Pentacles, followed by the Eight of Wands. Oh, this person has you back and forth like no tomorrow. This person has you back and forth like no tomorrow. Because it is literally because it keeps this energy exchange working on it, working on it, working on it, until the point it just doesn't give you anxiety anymore. It's almost like beating you over the head with it until it's like, okay, it doesn't hurt anymore. I'm totally numb. I don't feel it. I'm good. I finished the cycle. It's like back and forth. This person, it is very, because the first card that came out was Temperance. It is very angelically driven. It's very angelically driven. It is all about your spirit guides. You and this person are connected in this energy, and it's all about like understanding how mutable energy is and how mutable your own feelings are in situations. The Five of Wands and the Six of Swords, again, to me, it's a back and forth. It gets you in your head. You don't communicate well with them. And then there's this push to try to get into a better energy for yourself and for the situation. And then with the Two of Pentacles, again, it is about balance. Now I'm coming into balance again, but then it's like something else is thrown at you and it kind of throws you off. And then you're trying to balance more than one thing. And it seems to come through with this person. And then the Eight of Wands, though. The Eight of Wands. So we finally get the movement. You finally get the movement. You finally get the clarity. The desires finally start to flow. And to me, which takes you into the Empress energy, the desire starts to flow. But there is a back and forth for sure with this person. Very much so. Yeah. Interesting. I've been getting that message a few times lately where there's, and it's kind of like that with this person for you. There is, you're having an up day, they're having a down day. They're having an up day, you're having a down day. And it kind of, at this point, that doesn't jive because it makes it difficult for you either to communicate with this person, them to communicate with you, to understand each other, because you're coming from two different, like, mental head spaces or emotional spaces on those days. But once you push past this karmic cycle, that actually becomes a strength, because then you're able to uplift each other on days where, you know, the other person is low or whatever that is. It's interesting. That's been coming through in a few readings, but that one's quite significantly. And it makes sense because the weakness becomes the strength. I think I said that in reverse a couple times, but that too. So, I don't know if we need it after all that, but let's find out what the reward is. What is the final reward here for Capricorn? What is the final reward in all of this for Capricorn? What is it? Four cards? Oh, wow. Okay, so you get feline, change of mind, immunity, and commitment. The final reward. Should you complete this task, this mission, Capricorn? Wow, yeah. Okay. This, to me, is coming out. This is binding the ties. This is actually, the reward is a very spiritually based reward. It's very much so strengthening the bond that already exists between you and all of your soul family, all of your soul tribe, soul contract. It is very much so strengthening this bond. And in doing that, it gives you more clarity in this lifetime and other lifetimes, because your bond is strengthened. It's easier to communicate with your deeper self, with their deeper selves. You will never have to work on being able to manipulate and harness energy and feelings and emotions like this again. Like, you will have it after this. this takes you from, I want to say, from a place where you were more solitary in your existence, and even on a spiritual level, like not connecting as deeply with your guides, to really connected, really connected here. And there you go. That's an interesting reading. So your weakness becomes your strength. Your weakness becomes your strength, Capricorn. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed that. And I found it fascinating. Until next time, Capricorn, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.